I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I didn't think they were going to end that as well as they did, but am I the only one that's cutting onions near the end there? I don't know, guys. I could just be getting emotional. Brent here, back for Geek Variants In. If you've subscribed on our amazing journey along with Fiona and Cake, we cover all things Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, anime, and more, including Fiona and Cake. And I have to say, I've been thoroughly impressed this entire ride, just as I'm impressed with each one of you who has checked out our series. Thank you for checking out the channel. Thank you for checking out everything we do. I appreciate you. Even if you don't leave a like or a dislike, I still greatly appreciate you checking out this series. But look, this series was hard to pull off for many number of reasons. Everyone who came into this series was very apprehensive that they weren't going to do the original justice, myself included. I was a recent new fan. I've probably seen Adventure Time only one or two times through from beginning to end. There's a lot to take in. It's a crazy universe with insane concepts that somehow cover up some of the most difficult questions adults could have while keeping it in a childlike platform without swearing or having innuendos that are too extreme. And now we had a more adult version of this where we had the occasional swear word. We covered a little bit more of a tougher topic, but at the same time, the episode's thematics, the originality, the characters stay true to who they were. It was a beautiful experience for all of us to go through. And it's very, very tough to tackle the multiverse. Marvel has tried. DC has tried. We've had various comics, various animes with great writers, acclaimed, brilliant writers with accolades galore who haven't been able to cover the multiverse correctly. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, I hate to say it, sucked. There was so much buildup for this to be a whole load of nothing. Loki's probably the closest thing that we've had multiversal wise that made any level of impact worth its salt. And now we have Fiona and Cake coming out of complete left field, throws its hat in the ring for one season, nails it, and encapsulates everything down in almost copying what Marvel did with What If in a more fun, better, and exciting manner that canonized everything that was going on and had major impact for everything going on. I know a lot of people were looking for Beth and Charmy. Tons of people were all aboard to see that come to fruition at some point in time, said, hey, maybe season two will include them. Now the writers heard you and they gave it to you in season one. People heard you like Fiona and Cake. We got a whole series about these characters, and I have to say, I grew attached to them as they went. Even Gary grew on me, and I hated Princess Bubblegum through every rewatch of Adventure Time I've ever had. Hey, it's just how I am. I am a fan of my Penguin, my Gunter, and my Peppermint Butler. Those are my characters. Those are my people. But now to have Charmy switch spots with Simon finally have his moment to talk with Golb, because I get Golb and Glob mixed up all the time. So someone will correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Appreciate you there. But at the same time, he finally gets to have his talk with Betty, with the person who he's madly in love with. And he realizes that throughout their relationship, things are one sided. And sure, relationships are give and take, push and pull. They're not always 50-50. Everyone wants it to be 50-50. More often than not, it's usually 75-25 or 60-40. As long as it's not like 90-10, then things can continue to work out and be happy. But hey, I'm not a therapist, and I'm not someone who claims that my relationship is perfect or amazing or some of the best things in the entire world. I'm very happy and very blessed to be in the situation I'm in. That's all I can say. I'm a handful. Who else puts up with somebody recording content for Fiona and Cake at 12:58 on a work night when they have work at 7:30 in the morning? That's a dedicated woman. I greatly appreciate her. And this series really brought to the fruition all the great things that can happen when you experience someone's relationship fully. And Simon realized he was kind of a selfish jerk the entirety of the time, even though he had to learn through the weirdest way possible, the Lich, how things worked. And the Lich, to be turned into a literal puzzle piece, goes to show the Lich has just been a piece of a puzzle for Golb this entire time, which has some deep, deep hidden meaning that I never would have grasped at any point in time unless you really open your mind to this series and everything that it has. And now that this whole thing has been canonized, I gotta ask, I need my season 2. This was fantastic. This may be one of the best new shows out there, and it ended really, really quickly because it gave us and graciously gave us a 2 episode format when basically everything else is on strike and there's not a lot of new content coming around the corner. It's basically anime from here on out, guys. The only other show we got, Jujutsu Kaisen to cover, and then on top of that, we have the Boys spinoff Gen V, which we will be taking a look at on Friday, which is a 3 episode premiere. And then coming next week, I believe Loki's coming out. And after that, who knows? This show, I will give it a solid 9.2 out of 10. It was phenomenal. I loved every second of it. I got attached to characters that, quite frankly, I didn't think I was going to get attached to at all. And I have to say, hats off to the writers with this one. This was great. Animation team, you did a solid job. Also, that opening, fan freaking tastic. Captures everything you love about Adventure Time. And if you loved anything we've talked about, hey, be sure to hit that lovely red subscribe button. Greatly appreciate you. You listened to me for 6 minutes and ramble on about a lot of crazy stuff. It's late. I'm tired. I appreciate you guys. All the best. I'll see you tomorrow for Jujutsu Kaisen. We continue the Shibuya arc in all its glory. See you then.